Mummification was a way to honor the deceased and send them into the afterlife. I'm Darren.
And I'm Caydee, and these are some facts you may not have known about mummification.
The process of mummification takes around 70 days. Special priests bless the body to do certain rituals before taking organs out. Then, those special priests take out internal organs that could decay easily. Then, the brain is removed by carefully inserting special hooked instruments up through the nostrils in order to pull out bits of brain tissue. This is a very delicate procedure and may cause deformities if performed wrong. The embalmers then remove the organs of the abdomen and chest through a cut usually made on the left side of the abdomen. They left only the heart in place, believing it to be the center of a person's being and intelligence. The other organs were preserved separately, with the stomach, liver, lungs, and intestines placed in a special box or jars today called canopic jars. These were buried with the mummy. In later mummies, the organs were treated, wrapped, and replaced within the body. Even so, unused canopic jars continue to be the part of the burial ritual. The embalmers next removed all the moisture from the body. They did by covering the body with natron, a type of salt which has great drying properties, and by placing additional natron packets inside the body. When the body has dried out completely, embalmers remove the internal packets and lightly wash the natron off the body. The result was a very dried out but recognizable human form. Fun fact, canopic jars were used by the ancient Egyptians during the rituals of mummification. These were used as the containers in which to hold the internal organs of the deceased that were going to be mummified.
If animals were mummified, it would only be because they are an offering to a god who is associated with that animal. These animals were very sacred and would be placed in or near the tomb of that deceased person. Writing was a very important part of tomb decoration. The writing on the walls in a pharaoh's tomb helped him get to the afterlife, or so the Egyptians had believed. Scribes wrote the spells on the walls of tombs before the tombs were even carved. Then, the craftsmen decorating the tomb carved the hieroglyphs or painted them. The head scribe checked over the work that had been done to make sure it was correct. The craftsmen could not always read what they were carving on the walls, and a missed line or sign could mean that the spells would not work, so the craftsmen had a very important job to help the deceased get to the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians typically painted pharaohs' sarcophagi with detailed, ornate paintings and hieroglyphs that offered spiritual protection. They believed that the artwork came to life in the afterworld and helped the deceased in the journey from one place to another. They used brightly colored, cheerful paints to adorn the coffins. Most sarcophagi included paintings of large human eyes that the Egyptians believed provided a window so the dead could see out of the coffin straight into the afterlife. Scenes from mythology, battles between the gods, supernatural creatures, images of the gods, sacred animals, trees, water, and geographical locations were frequently painted on a pharaoh's sarcophagus.